Hello, and welcome back to Critical Reactions. Your host, Bryan. We are here today throwing at Polyphia, G.O.A.T, or GOAT, or I'm going to assume it's the standard acronym, greatest of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for here. And this group's been recommended a lot. GOAT has been the most recommended song from them, and I've been told I'm going to enjoy the music. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to enjoy the musicality of music. Real technical definition. So, so yeah, let's get into this. Polyphia. All right. Pretty sure that's a digital, like xylophone, or maybe like a. No, it's not a marimba. 'Cause that'd be wood based. I am digging that guitar work. Those harmonics are. Oof. That is just some real clean playing. Ooh, that little offbeat hang. I love the way they're not afraid to just bounce up and down the neck. Bass is throwing down some nice work there. Ooh. That harmonic sweep there is just real dirty. Popping and slapping. You don't hear that much in rock and metal. That's good stuff. Another band that uses the drums more of an instrument rather than a metronome. That's that little symbol I was talking about last episode. I don't know the name of it. That's what I was hearing though. Oh, that little crossover there was clean. Is it over already? No. That song just started. Okay, so I didn't have much analysis in there, not as much as I usually do. Uh I was just kind of taking it all in. There's a lot to listen for. There's a lot of little uh little nuances going on mechanically, with the way that they're playing. That's definitely worthy of talking about. And I was just trying to process it all. There's a lot, but All right, so I'm kind of torn right here. I'm actually very torn right here. Uh, I enjoyed what I heard, but I feel like it was a work in progress, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack from Polyphia fans, uh, for saying that. But the song was missing a very key aspect, uh, I think, to music, and that's melody. Well, okay, so not melody. That's not a proper way of saying that. A lead melodic line, because it had melody. You could definitely trace I mean the guitars. I gotta process my thoughts. I'm still thinking about the music. All right, I'm trying to do like 50-50 here, multitasking. Uh, okay, so the song was technically impressive, and the guitars or the bass, they weren't just playing chords. There was a melody to be spoken of. Okay, I could hum a melody. If I hum the guitar track, that would be a melody. Okay, but I don't feel like it was an interesting melody in storytelling. It was interesting mechanically. It was difficult to play. It had a lot of interesting techniques in it, but it didn't really tell a story. It was basically, I'm going to play this track or this riff, and I'm going to repeat it, once or, three times, and then we're going to move on to the next section. I'm going to play a different riff, and then I'm going to repeat that one. And then we're going to move on to another section, and I'm going to play that riff, and then I'm going to repeat it, and then we're going to return back to the first riff, I think. There weren't a lot of sections, and the ending bit was played at least twice. Once in the beginning, once at the end. It might have been visited in the middle too. But the thing is that there wasn't. I didn't feel a story. I felt like it was segmented ideas. Like they came up with this riff and they built something around it, and then they repeated it, and then they came up with this riff and they built a song around it, and then they repeated it, and it was like being in these time loops. And there needed to be something, I think, on top of all this that told the story. It's the difference between dang. It's the difference between, a really solid mechanical guitar riff and then the guitar solo. You can tell the difference between the riff even if it's melodic and a solo. The solo has a story. The solo has a defined beginning and end, and while there might be some repetition in the middle just to create a sense of theme, the solo itself is not repeated typically. And I don't feel like there was a strong overarching presence to tell the story of the song, unless the song is about being, stuck in places and running circles. I guess that would fit in, but I don't really see how that fits into the idea of greatest of all time. The greatest of all time would be reinventing things. Uh, an entrepreneur or someone who just came in and completely revamped the idea of whatever area of expertise that they're the greatest in. Um, I don't really see running in circles and repeating the same things as being the greatest of all time. So I'm not sure it fits into the theme designated by the title. But I said I can't believe the song's over. It is just getting started, and that's how I feel. They had a solid intro to a song right there. It's a 3-minute intro, but I mean, to me, it's still, it was still setting up the song. It was setting up the thematic ideas of the song, but it never had that lead part. It was like a bunch of supporting tracks, supporting instruments without ever getting the lead track. And and like I said, I'm kind of torn because I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed every single second of it. I'm in awe of their musicianship. I'm in awe of uh their composing skills. I mean, I don't even know where they came up with half of these riffs. They're oddball. jumping around jumping around tonally, using sweeping, what did I say? Harmonic pinches, or they might not have been pinches. It might have just been harmonics. Yeah, they were just harmonics. It was just what they played was genius, but I feel like it could have been so much more. It was missing the oomph, the thing to tie it all together. And like I said, to me this was a work in progress. This is what you would put together, and you'd say, all right, I have this, but I need to make the thing to tie it all together. I have this fantastic underlying thing. I need a vocal track, or I need a lead guitar, or I need a violin. I need something to be played over all of this. And it was missing that. I don't know, man. That's where I'm sitting on this. I'm in awe of what they presented, but I don't think it was finished. So like I said, I'm probably gonna get slammed in the comments for this, but that's where I'm at here. They did a fantastic job with what they did, but I believe it needed something more. And I don't know how to say that without coming off as pretentious, or without dissing the band or the group, or I don't know how to say that without sounding bad, but the song sounds incomplete to me. Despite how much I loved it, it sounds incomplete. So I will definitely be checking out more Polyphia to see what their other stuff is like. Maybe this was an intro track, a track 1 that goes into a track 2 on a disc. It's the way to set the tone for the album before you get into the real meat of it. I don't know. But being that this is a single, I'm going to assume that this is a song that should be experienced on its own. And with that said, I think it's missing the real meat of it. It's an intro to a song, a very technical, well played, masterful intro, but still an intro. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I totally off base here? Am I just not understanding what this group is about? Or am I right on point? Do you agree with me? Do you think that the song's missing a very key aspect of it? And while you're down there, comments, likes, bells, subscribe, whatever you got to do. And we will be back tomorrow. It'll be the last one or the last one of the year, I guess. So I'm going to try to make a big one. What about a three-parter? All right, there's a few things on my to-do list that are three-part songs. So maybe we'll do one of those. And yeah, so that'll be a long one to kind of wrap up the year on. I don't know, we'll see. Until tomorrow, y'all have a fantastic day.